Did you know that Chiapas is the largest consumer of Coca-Cola worldwide? Speaking of sugary drinks, you consume an average of 5 times more than anywhere in the world. According to CONACYT, Chiapas is the region of the world where Coca-Cola is drunk the most. The favorite soft drink of Mexicans, its products represent more than 70% of the national consumption of bottled sugar drinks, according to the organization El Poder del Consumidor.
We carried out an investigation in the hinterlands of Chiapas, where the population with less access to transportation and communication is located. We believed that it could not exist or be very scarce. On the roads, what is there? You walk on trails and the roads are very small, dangerous and with main holes, but we find surprises.
Hello, what could you see that we're in the mountains of Chiapas? With the intention of saving if Coca-Cola exists in the places, because the roads are literally horrible and apparently not true fast. But as we can see in the stories if Coca-Cola exists, there are no original logos but people write in the hands to attract the attention of tourists and consumers of the consumption of Coca.
In this place it is very easy and cheap to feed Coke in any store you come across. In fact, it's much cheaper and easier to get Coke than bottled water. Water can cost you 2 or 3 times more than Coke. Coca is promoted by the people of the community. It is the most available product in Los Altos. One has to walk more distance to buy tortillas or anything else, and which price reduced by up to 13%. It is consumed so much that 13% of children under 6 months of age are given Coca-Cola by their mothers. It has become a vice that goes unnoticed, and this very normal act is usually seen in Chiapas.
On the other hand, I will have to do an interview in more urban areas to see the consumption of cocaine and a large company.
Yes?
Hello, good afternoon, Miss Esmeralda.
Yes, tell me.
Well, we came for a school activity to make and to commentary. Taking advantage of the fact that you work in the synthesis industry, we wanted to ask you some questions about Coca-Cola. The first question I have for you is, how much do people consume Coca-Cola? Are they one of the best-selling soft drink, or the one much do people buy?
Okay, look. We regularly have Coca-Cola online is Coca-Cola inside. At the cinemas highly tap type of drink. Well, approximately in a normal day, with many clients and people, 600 liters of Coca-Cola are consumed. This is in a normal day, but when it comes to days when this movie premiere and many people arrive, the double or the triple amount that accumulates in an ordinary day. In other words, it depends on how the day is and how many people arrive. Any other drink may be missing, but Coca-Cola is not. It is said with any produced at any time, all the times. There are even the people who ask for your Coca-Cola drink, with you having to ask them after some time to drink. So we resort directly to ask if they want a Coca-Cola drink. And also with Coca-Cola surprise of a such. So it is key to requesting in the regard. You can see Coca-Cola on movie screen, when you go shopping, wherever you look you will see it. So it is widely consumed and promoted.
It should be noted that all the soft drink handled by the police industry are Coca-Cola brand. such as Sprite, Fanta or Mundet, so we can see the magnitude of this company. In other words, if you buy Mundet, you will generate profit for Coca-Cola.
That's right, and we're only talking about what is generated in the cinema, which is located in Tonalá, Chiapas, a place where there are not many. But there are many cinemas all over the country of Mexico, and they are is consumed quite a bit.
Well, thank you very much, Miss Esmeralda. That will be all.
And an important aspect to highlight is the high cost of Coca-Cola in the companies. For example, 1 liter and 200 milliliters Coca-Cola costs 65 Mexican coins. Anyone with that amount of money can go to a store and buy 3 liters of Coca-Cola and you will have money left over. Despite the high cost of Coca-Cola in this industry, Coca-Cola is widely sold. A small glass of Coca-Cola costs you 45 Mexican coins and it doesn't even contain 500 milliliters and still people buy it. It's to perceive all is attract attention how people are in a whole consumption of the drink, regardless of the cost.
We are here at the Coca-Cola company in the city of Tuxtla Gutiérrez. And we also wanted to tell you that Coca-Cola is so consumed that normally people on average drink 2.5 liters a day, which is an extremely excessive amount for consumption since Coca-Cola has a high sugar content. Normally, Coca-Cola is also like a home remedy for those people who suffer from hypotension. Because, for example, they say that they lower their blood pressure. What about a Coke? Since its high sugar content makes it regulate. Also, how many times have we not seen the children that their parents send them to buy Coca-Cola for breakfast, for lunch, for dinner? The idea that every place you have to consume sometime you have to wash it down with a cup is so. The idea that Coca-Cola uncovers happiness is also so. People usually go to meeting and what they buy for a drink always bring a cup. When they are going to play a soccer game, whoever loves is going to put Coca-Cola or even with or low they have to consume in the nearest store.
Chiapas is the state with the most poverty in the entire Mexican Republic, but despite that this product is highly consumed. As we mentioned earlier, this is largely due to our limited access to drinking water, which make it easy for use drop B and buy. In regions of the country of the state, if Coca-Cola is introduced, you only have to introduce it. Because if you introduce any other brand, regardless of what is, you are already from where to in that area, so you have to exclusive with this. Due to high amount of sugar it contains, it is caused diabetes mellitus. But despite that, they continue to consume this product even though they have the disease. Chiapas is the state with the most deaths per year from diabetes. It is the second cause of death with more than 3,000 people per year. So there we can see effect that is caused in your body that began sick will continue to consume it. It is something that has not been able to be combated, and this is where the addiction to is coming because you cannot stop consuming it. If you are a person, if they addicted to it, they will say no, even if they consume more than 2 liters of coconut a day. They buy this for breakfast, lunch, and they not classify it as not bad or vicious. After it is without you realizing it, you become too vicious to Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola FEMSA, a broadly developing company in the municipality, informed the BBC in a great statement that the average water consumption is 1.14 million liters per day. So it is high consumption of water that could take advantage in some cases. So as the lack of water that exists in the most remote communities in the highlight of Chiapas.
Let's remember that Coke is a sugary, so the consumption of it and other sugary drinks is considered a key factor behind the global obesity epidemic and is related to dental cavities, diabetes, and heart disease. We propose the following solutions to reduce the exaggerated and enormous consumption of Coca-Cola. Number 1. Promote and request dissemination groups and conferences for the community, in which health professionals participate, in order to disseminate all the risks that exist when having an excessive or high consumption of Coca-Cola. Promote the use of natural drinks and purified water to promote a positive and improvable health confusion. Number 2. Reduce the promotion and advertising of Coca-Cola in different places, as we showed previously, even in the hinterlands of Chiapas or in communities. The sale of Coca-Cola is promoted and announced, something that is striking for people. For this reason, it is important to reduce its advertising and inform about the consequence it has the high consumption of this drink. Instead, make announcements or promotions about the decrease in the consumption of Coca-Cola and increase the consumption of water and natural drinks. Number 3. Limit the availability of sugary drinks in schools. Number 4. Create community campaigns focused on supporting healthy beverage choices. Number 5. Promote and better position healthy drinks in supermarkets. Let's work to achieve and take a healthier way of life, achieving a decrease in the consumption of Coca-Cola and its variants of sugary drinks.